Hello and welcome back to another episode of Monster Train. My name is Ike and today we are continuing the blind playthrough of Monster Train, and we just had a banger of a run with the Umbral clan. It's time to switch things up and we're going Stygian again. Let's see what our options are. So either we got Tethys here for a spell power deck, or we got a Frostbite deck. And what was his Shard's ability again? Triggers when you play a spell. Shard powers the ability. Oh yeah, I think he was the one that wanted to circle through the deck. Solgard the Martyr. And we're going to combine them with Umbra. So we either can feed or we deal damage. And I think dealing damage is good together with spell power. So Tethys it is with Plink. And we're at rank 13. Add a copy of the primary clan starter to your starting deck. Well, that's not great. That means the deck is just bloating with stuff that we don't need. Crypt Builder, good, because it's the highest damage. We just need to find a way of circling it. Immortal Trade, not good. Potentially going to cycle that out. And Permafrost is whatever. What is Seraph going to do? Is going to do melee weakness and become stronger when we play spells on the floor where he is at. Okay. Give me a good artifact. Spells with consume have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. Okay. Well, that just enables us to play more consume cards. So, what do we have? Damage spells cost one less, or we're letting him sweep and apply spell weakness. The problem that I'm seeing with spell weakness is you typically, if we stay at the top floor, right, then this will have no effect because you can't cast spells afterwards. This here would put him sort of in the middle floor where people are passing by, then he spell weakens on them and then you just nuke them. I think we're going with Conduit for more spell casting. Good. Tethys comes in. Couple of spells here. Kill these guys. Couple more spells. And we're giving him a damage shield. Giving him more of a damage shield. We need more mana. And we're getting even more mana. So far the deck is working out well-ish. Might drop the hammer here, in the literal sense. Good. Bottom floor secured. And we're just putting a couple of morsels in. It's interesting, it makes him sort of stronger as well. $18, $23, almost kill him. We're getting minor damage up there. Very good. Just a bit of extra damage thanks to the life steal. We were doing reasonably well. Damage, 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 and we're just going to play this, and we're done. Okay, good first start. More magic power on the floor is fantastic, so we're going to go with that. This also is not bad, but the extra magic power is not cumulative. Well, I mean, this is not bad. It is, the extra magic power is not multiplied, it's just coming in one time. Got a lot of spells, so might as well upgrade them and get a Stygian unit. This could be his tank. So far, deck is starting to look okay. Putting consume on a few spells. What would we really want to have cheaper? I mean, this here is just adding a +1 to the X. We already get the cost reduction for most of them. Don't want to put wasteful things there. We're actually putting it on the Mind Collapse. Don't need that. We're re-rolling. There we go, that's what I was looking for. And we got a hammer that is being upgraded. Spell cost reduction, more onto that. So we're getting good mileage. Good mileage out of that. Purge a card, yes please. Train conductor, and we're out. This comes in, we're putting this in. Fantastic hits. And we're good. Very good. So what are we going to do? I think we're keeping the Crypt Builder frozen. I'm just trying to cast spells so that we're getting more armor. Alright, end of turn. Fantastic. Oh, and we finally get third piece to our little puzzle here. Look at that. Pretty good damage. We're freezing this guy, put this in, a little bit of damage here, and we're good. Good. End boss killed. Fantastic. Deal 3 damage, apply frostbite. This is not bad. Apply spell weakness, not bad either. Frostbite can tick up quite high. But I think we're going with spell weakness because that doubles the damage. Don't need any of the other stuff for now. If we had to double a card at the moment... I mean, we could double the Mollusk Mage for even more spell damage. That's 20 on the floor. But he's not upgraded, so I'd rather upgrade him and then duplicate them. This here plus something can be a good second floor because we don't need to invest into it. Upgrade the unit with extra health. Could do something like that, or like that. And then we do have armor and chance here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just making him more tanky. The front line anyways is going to be tanky with the extra armor that it gets. There we go. Now it gets 5 armor every single time. Could even make him a bit larger. Then there is no further Mollusk Mage fitting in, but... I mean... The other option is to just leave it as is, and the Morsel Maker will eat morsels into him. And then we're just going to upgrade the hit points. Sure, let's do that. Rerolling. Now he will get armor as well. It's not as good as Rage, but it is something. And the Morsel Maker gets hit points. So we're pretty stable with the very beefy backline that we're now having. I don't foresee us doing a lot of upgrades. But I'm not 100% sure how we want to scale. That's the biggest concern that I find myself having. But I suppose we're going to find this out as and when it happens. One of you guys get it down. We're requiring the right type of spells in order to make that one work. And currently we don't have that. We have like one-time hit spells, but we need either multi-hit spells that just hit a ton of times. So we either need that or we need some other form of continuous damage dealing. Getting the Mollusk Mage there, because we can't fit him up there. Unfortunately, I messed up. The Morsel Maker will continue making morsels. We can keep this one here. Should have cast spells up here for extra armor. Doesn't matter, he also gets armor because he has armor too. Get this guy down. We're getting spell weakness. And we're okay. Could have destroyed the bomb, which would have potentially been a better idea. But that's okay, our tank has life leech, so really most of the stuff doesn't matter to him. Two hit and a little bit extra spell damage, and we're not getting him down. So time for the last floor, which automatically gets him down. Good, so we have a card draw problem and we do have not the right spells yet. Transfer Resolve Frostbite, that doesn't really matter. This year could be, if we're getting enough mana, a really good spell. Sweep and spell weakness. She becomes tougher as well. So if we can buff her up with multi-strike or something, she could be the tank. I need a little bit more room and elsewise more mana. Removal of stuff, because the deck bloats. Always remove stuff that you don't need. Extra magic power. Like for this would be +10. Here we're just getting a lot more value. This is essentially +30 points of damage. So cost reduction scales very well on that forever consumed. If we get forever consumed with a holdover, that would be neat. Alright, make spells cheaper. We still need something to draw cards though. Currently we're just not having that. Chillwind isn't bad. Apply Frostbite to the attack unit. So this could stack up nicely. We don't need further cast reductions. We're already really low. We're not going with Spell Shield. That would be hilariously difficult for us. Put him in. Here's our tank. Get a little bit of rage and kill the front line, I suppose. They are still having haste, which sucks, but that's okay. If we're putting a morsel maker in now, then I think that will still feed the tank. But it means less spell damage. Do we want less spell damage? I mean, at the moment, we're doing well. Might as well give the tank all of the life leech and so on that he needs. $160 damage, straight to the face. That's good. We're not applying Ember Drain. We still need more card draw, so that's the biggest weakness of the deck at the moment. Card draw. The Rage really stacks up nicely. She's now good. We might need to get something with more Rage even. And I need to find a way of fitting the mage in before we're putting in the Morsel Master. All right. Good stuff. Almost killed him. Okay, so apply Frostbite to all enemy units. It's not bad. Apply Zap. Or apply Spell Weakness. I mean, clearly the Spell Weakness thing is nice. None of that, however, is going to solve our draw problem. Deal 20 damage to random enemy units, gain 2 Ember. This is nice. Well, the costs are actually not that much of a problem. This might be it. That might be the first multi-damage spell that we are working with. If we were to duplicate a card, it would be the Crypt Builder, likely. Or the Mollusk Mage. I think we're duplicating the Mage. That's just extra spell power, and the guy is tanky. Got him. Nah, can't play him yet. But what we can do is we can freeze him so that we will play him in the future. More spells? More spells? Couple of morsels. Would like to get her in as well. That will have to wait a bit longer. There's the second one. Still can't get her in, so now we can play him, which is fine. The one thing that is a bit problematic with this setup is we don't have a backliner that scales up nicely. We got plenty of damage with the spells. But that is very much dependent on us hitting all of the spells, right? The moment that we're not hitting any of the spells, this here is becoming a bit problematic. Because we're not having kind of that rage building that we wanted. We're dishing out a lot of damage, that's for sure. Might as well do that into that, and then she's not even dealing any damage. Okay. I mean, we're nuking for 1,000. Deal 3 damage to the back enemy whenever a unit is eaten. Can be helpful, not the best one. Firebound can only be played in the pyre room or the floor below. This is a lot of damage. Don't need any of that. Removal and upgrade a few of our items versus artifact. I think the artifact isn't bad. And we need to upgrade a few of the spells, so I'm actually swaying in this side. Merchant cost reduced. That's helpful. Hold over, okay. Wait a second, wait a second. This could be the game winner if we have a good holdover. Like something that's really, really crazy damage. 20 damage, gain stuff, or this is 30 times whatever we're investing, +1. Okay. Wait a second. How much is everything scaling? Like this here is +20 damage. This here is clearly scaling very well. The fire room thing. Oh wow, this is scaling so well. So all we need to do is get the fire room thing and apply extra spell damage, and we're good. In the meantime, this here can benefit from cost reduction. Reroll. Ah, we got consume. That's unfortunate. 4 times spell weakness, however, is good as well. We do have anti-consume options, so I'm not opposed to actually using a bit of the spells. Another double stack here would be nice. 8 spell weakness to everybody. We were not hitting the one normal spell upgrade. But that's okay. It'll happen maybe another day. Just need to keep on upgrading the spells. And get the right spells, of course. Alright, for starters, we're just dealing damage. Monster Maker, do we? Nah, we can't play him now. This will clear the entire floor. It's okay. We have removed it from the game now. And it's fine. Enter. Got you. Got you. And we continue to play this one just so that we're not only getting stacks, but also the holdover only works if you actually played the spell. Do this. Get one of these. And freeze that spell. Okay. More damage. I like it. 140 damage to the front unit. That is great. This thing, however, is a problem because it will make everything more expensive. Spell weakness 4 onto everyone. Would love to hit the boss, but before we do so, Let's get rid of some of the spells, shall we? This thing is notoriously expensive, and it's frozen in our hand. So if I'm now playing this, it'll become unplayable. But we're getting 4 times spell weakness. So that's not bad at all. Might want to play it just so that it is off of the hand. We need one more room here for that mollusk mage. At this point in time, I'll just put him on a different floor. Elsewise, he's completely wasted. Can't kill this guy. So our fire will take some damage. I froze the dead weight, oh my lord. What a play. Around 100 hit points of damage. Now is when it counts, so 140 into, where is our, oh, spell weakness isn't carrying over. That sucks, man. And we're killing him. Thanks for frostbite stacking and a couple of other things. This could be helpful. We don't have a lot of ways of getting multi-strike. Matter of fact, we currently don't have any. Is this really going to scale our backline well enough? Well, spells by themselves are not going to cut it. We need draw. Besides, draw is even more important. Remove stuff that we don't need. Frozen lances are bad, but this is even worse. Finally, magic power. This will make the holdover Pyre spell a little bit better. More double stacking. You can't double stack on an already double stacked item. Interesting. Ember Pain A. Like this here is essentially we go all in with a backline. 20 magic and consume. Yes, please. And this you could be... I don't think we need to remove anything, any consume. It's rather we're reducing it to 0 so I can cast it on different floors. Alright, with the strike we're applying frostbite. The other option is every spell, or almost every spell, is free, which with the Ember Drain is not the worst idea. Is the frostbite really going to cut it? I don't know, man. 10 frostbite is good, 20 frostbite clearly is better against bigger targets, but this only comes into play at the very end. We need a win condition at the end though. It could be him multi-striking, actually triple strike with frostbite. You know what, maybe he is the win condition and it's not. Spell shield? Nah, we're not fighting against spell shield. Maybe he is the win condition all along. Can't do Ember Drain now, that would be crazy. The Morsel Maker is in a weird spot, right? The earlier you play him, the better for the front line. If I do that, this floor, however, is full. Do we care? It means less damage for the spells. And we're kind of committing to multi-strike with the boss. 20 frostbite, that's 60 frostbite per hit, and as long as the tank stays, anything will die. But we can use the Furnace Tap much later, we don't need it to use it now. Let's try it. I might regret it. The problem is also, this is only when an enemy deals damage. Front enemy unit. I will tell you something, we're keeping you frozen, because I might have an option later. We literally don't have ways of getting rid of the morsels. I mean, morsel sacrificing would be an option here. Explosion, something. Bit of spell weakness. Can we? No, we cannot. Yeah, that's a bit the problem. I mean, the Morsets are great. Look at his stats. They are growing considerably. 6 with both stats, and he gets life leech and so on. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. However, just based on the spells, we're not able to just get them down, so Pyre will take some damage. And therein lies the problem, you need extra power. 5 extra damage, but for our fire. Okay. Let's get rid of this. We are multi-stacking that. Boss gains spell weakness. Let's see if this is going to decay. No, spell weakness stays, that's good. We are ember drained though, so we're not playing anything. Other than the free spells. Alright, the frostbite worked well for the boss. This here is helpful with extra damage. And I think we're just giving up on the whole, on that whole thing. I rather not use mortals. It just doesn't fit the build. All right, needed a short break. Let's go back and see what we can do. So down there is already Seraph. We might be able to duplicate a card and get a trinket or something. What would we duplicate? Our problem that I'm seeing is still we're not having enough to get him down. We might be able to duplicate Furnace Tap, and then it's just a crazy quadruple strike. The other option is Powerbound, just 2 nukes, everything around 140 damage. That helps us to clear. Yeah, I think we're going to duplicate. I need fire health. Before we're duplicating anything, if we were to permafrost, what would we permafrost? Could make this a little bit cheaper, then we can actually play it. Extra magical power on this one here isn't too bad. If before we do anything else, we're at 200 money. That is just enough. When you play your third spell, all cards gain magical power. And incant abilities trigger an additional time. That actually is interesting. Could make our tank very, very tanky. I think that's a good idea. In terms of the top floor, we got tank for 2 space, and hero has 1 space, so that's 3. 4, 5. We can't get the siren, so our hero would be the one multi-striking. I'm just thinking if there is a world where we just jam 3 mollusk mages on that top floor. On the other hand, this is just so good. Why wouldn't I duplicate that spell over and over and over again? Yeah, this is not scaling well enough. This here, however, could be scaling quite well. Good, we have 60 left over, which means whatever we can get here is what we're going to take. A little bit more damage on the Ice Storm. And then the real question is going to be, what are we going to duplicate? Got a couple of banger cards for this deck. Could have a second tank, but that doesn't solve our damage problem. I think this here does solve our damage problem. So very strong contender. I think that was the right decision. I might regret these words, but let's see what Seraph is going to do. Melee weakness, nasty. Good, we're freezing you. That way we can jam him in at the end. He becomes stronger with every spell that we're casting. But we got some damage out of this as well, so that's good. +3 when you play a spell. Yeah, he just becomes really, 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 really strong. Let's try to hit him with whatever we have at this point. He's already at 30, like this will hurt. From now on he's taking double damage. It's instantly killing, getting us more Ember back. I don't want to put the morsel there yet. I want another Mollusk Mage because we need all of the spell damage that we can muster. In the meantime, we also need his incantations to trigger as often as possible. Armor, gets 30 armor, this guy gets armor as well. Yeah. No. It is tempting to put her in, but we don't have enough room. If he would be endless, I would put him in. We basically have just sacrificed her. Good. And now let's put Hugh up here. This will feed the front line considerably. Get this one. Bit of spell damage, bit of spell weakness. It got consumed, that's unfortunate. 50% chance that it wouldn't have been. And I'm stacking armor. As you can see, the entire front line is supposed to get armor. Pathos is going to be our win condition here. He and his frostbite ability, 20 seconds per turn. One down, two down. This one is consumed though. I might not want that. How many waves remaining? 3. To furnace now. Yeah, we're out of mana for the rest. $90 points of damage. How is he hitting that hard? Why am I losing 90? Is he triple hitting? Oh, melee weakness. Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. One down. Two down. This guy down. A damage shield would have been nice. Put spell weakness on him. And we are good. Or not much, depending on the situation. One death. we just kill him? All right. We're still standing. That's a great freeze. Turns out, spell damage decks actually work. Oh, his frost freeze has triggered. Ooh, yeah, that was an interesting run. 2000 nuke. That was crazy. Okay, I'm getting a better sense for what works and what doesn't. Like we would, with the Morsel Master, that has worked reasonably well. Ice and Pyre, great card for the deck. Definitely our winner card. Draw 3 spells, apply Consume. This is for a Consume deck. This is an interesting one as well. Well, guys. I think that's the end. Apparently I'm no longer connected to Steam because I can't see the other Steam users. But that might work in the future. We did very well. You can see, got a couple of wins under our belt. I think next up I would like to try Awoken together with the Melting Guys so that we can fill out the card and we'll take it from there. Until such time, thank you very much for watching and have a great day. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.